Hello, my love. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are here with another relationship topic. I am Kara with Kara's Love Techniques, and we are talking about knowing your self-worth in relationships. All right, so what we do know about relationships, or many of you may not be aware about relationships, is that they're revealing. A relationship can show you exactly who and what you are composed of. By that, I mean it has a way of letting you know your strength, your weakness. So if you have a certain level of strength, well, there you should also have a great deal of self-worth. The question today is, how much do you value yourself? What what do you value yourself as? See, you have to already know this before ever going into any sort of dating situation or committed relationship. You have to already know your worth, you know. And the only way to actually know your worth is to know your strength. They go hand in hand. So how strong are you? You know? Here's what. Strength promotes worthiness. What we don't know about relationships, or what we may not be aware of about relationships, is that a relationship can eat away at you over time. So you can go into any situation with the greatest strength, the greatest confidence, esteem, and then come out weak, distraught, damaged, and destroyed. It can end up that way. But that's not what we're trying to accomplish today. Today we are trying to talk about how to maintain your self-worth over a period of time. Like I said, a relationship can chip away at you. It can chip away at your esteem, your confidence, the way you worthy and value yourself over a period of time. It can, only if you allow it. See, here's how you prevent that from happening, from allowing yourself to decay. By focusing on yourself always, consistently, on a day-to-day basis. This is what is going to give you the courage to continue to want to be strong. When I say self-focus, focus on thyself, that doesn't mean be self-centered and do whatever you want. No, what I mean is to maintain the way you look, you know, enhance your education, continue to work out, continue to work on yourself, to continue to grow, find ways to enhance, you know, your inner being, your soul. Meditate, yoga, doing things that promotes strength. When you stop doing these things, when you stop going to the salon or being pampered, when you stop working out, when you stop, coaching yourself, taking time and thinking about who you are as we grow older, when you stop doing these things, unbeknownst to you, you begin to deteriorate. To maintain self-focus means to preserve thyself. It's like having a classic car, like a Rolls Royce, okay? A car that's Hartley driven. Even though you hardly drive this car, a very, very expensive vehicle, you still want to maintain it. Maintenance, keeping it clean, having it serviced. You still have to do these things. Why? Why do we have to continuously do these things even though the vehicle is hardly driven? It's a commodity, just like you're a commodity. When we stop taking care of ourselves, we diminish. We begin to devalue ourselves. When we begin to do that, someone else is going to see this, take notice, and begin to treat us the way that we are treating ourselves. This is why it is highly important in any relationship to remain focused on yourself at all times. Whatever you got to do to maintain your inner upkeep, this is what you're going to have to do in order to keep that level of strength. Otherwise, if you're going through the motions in your relationship, it's a roller coaster. Your emotions are up and down all the time. If you continuously let yourself go, well then there you go. Your worth diminishes. So this is why it is highly important to maintain yourself, focus on yourself. This way you can remain strong. See, I'm going to tell you why you want to remain strong. See, when you have strength, you think differently about things. You think on a higher level, you know? You think wiser. You make wiser choices, wiser decisions. Well, when you're weak, you're nervous, you're anxious, you kind of do things, out of the norm, you're irrational, you're angry, you react differently to situations. This is because you're beginning to lose yourself. We cannot do that. So if you are in a situation, a relationship, a marriage, to where it has chipped away at you over a period of time, you're not as confident as you once were. You don't see yourself in the mirror as that same, beautiful person that you once saw yourself because of some sort of verbal abuse or unrequited love. Make you second guess yourself. Here's what. Focus on yourself. All right? And then next, I want you to take baby steps at rebuilding who you are. Whatever your situation is, if you just found out that your partner, your significant other, has a third party involved, don't stress it. Chill out. When I say chill out, I mean chill out. Go back to you. Put that focus on you. Here's why. You cannot control what people do. You cannot control someone else's behavior. You are only responsible for you. So when someone else is committing an unfaithful act, the only thing that you can do is be the better person. When I say be better person, it's going to take a lot of strength. Because if your partner is doing something that is, disloyal, who's at fault here? Not you. So you're going to have to maintain that level of dignity, have some pride. Continue to have integrity. Do you. Whatever your situation is, it may be a situation to where you can't get out of it. You've been wanting something new. You've been wanting this freedom. However, it's a challenge for you to get away. It could be financially, whatever your issue is, no matter what. Here's the third thing you need to do. Check out. Mentally check out. When you start mentally and you begin to mentally prepare yourself, hey, I'm done. We've been together 5 years and breaking up 2.5. It's at the end of the rope. I'm done. Begin to do things differently. You cannot focus on the negativity in the relationship. And I'll explain why later. Begin to do everything in a different manner. Act differently. Remain composed. Why are we remaining composed? Because we know who we are. We're worthy. I mean, how dare you go out, stay out for a day or two, and decide you want to bring dinner home and bring me a beef hot dog? Come on, we can't accept that. You can't accept that. That's unacceptable. For the simple fact that you're coming in at, God knows when and doing whatever, but then to come back and then bring me scraps, that's unacceptable. Know your worth. The most important thing about knowing your worth, people, it always starts in the beginning. When you set that foundation of respect in the beginning, what you're going to tolerate, what you won't tolerate, how to be treated. See, all that has to be done in the beginning. I mean, when I know a lot of you get caught up in wanting someone to like you for who you are, and you do extra, you do the most, versus revealing what it is that you truly seek and you need from someone, which is, by all means, people, respect. Nothing more than that, nothing less than respect. It goes a long ways. However, you have to stress this in the beginning. So when you guys are going through your emotions and you're trying to rebuild yourself and you're trying to grow and detach yourself away from this situation mentally, so it can trickle down to your emotions and you begin to change how you feel about this individual, begin to identify him or her for exactly who they are, say, hey, well, you're this, you're deceptive, you're manipulative, you're a liar. What does that make you? I'm better than you. I don't need you. Check out. Okay? Mentally check out, and then you can gradually emotionally check out. What most people try to do is you try to leave a situation all at once. Some of you can't take it. Some of you just can't handle it. It builds up. It becomes the best of you. This is because you're at that weaker state. All right? And when we're weak, we act irrational. We do things irrationally, illogically. But when you take baby steps and plan on forward movement, changing your mindset about the relationship, shifting your emotions towards you and what it is that you're about to do in the future, plan. When you make these changes, all that's going to happen is you're going to build strength. This is why I want you to take baby steps. If you try to do it all at once, like most people do, you pack your bags, you leave, you go stay with your sister, your family member, your friend. They put all kind of stuff in your head, and then you come back down and you're crying, and now you're weeping, and now you're weak again, and then you're more susceptible to accept this person back into your life. No, 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 no. But when you plan and take baby steps, it only gives you strength. See, strength and self-worth, worthiness, they go hand in hand, people. This is the only way that you can rebuild your self-worth. Gradually remove yourself from this situation, mentally, emotionally, and eventually physically. That's the ultimate goal. Why do we want to do this? Why is this so important and detrimental to do this? Because, for one, you don't know who wants to be like you. Someone out there wants to be just like you. So when you're at a state of weakness and it's taking a toll on you and they're seeing that you're weak and it's like, wow, I thought I wanted to be like this person. They may have a change of heart. You never know who wants to be like you. Furthermore, you never know who wants to love you. There are people out there in this world who, they have a secret love and they're afraid to make that known. You don't know that. So you always want to maintain, people, preserve yourself so that you can be loved by someone else. Because if you go out to the world distraught, weak, you don't know your worth anymore, you've lost that confidence, that esteem, well then who's going to want you? And the person that does want you, they're going to treat you as though you're prey. They're going to treat you worse than the person you just left. This is why it is so detrimental, people, and critical for you to maintain your self-worth in any situation. Never settle for less. You're worthy. You're worth more. Okay? Know it. You're worthy. You have no idea how much you are worth. If anyone is betraying you in any manner or doing anything that is disloyal, they're not being who they say they are, well then who's at fault? Them. They're the bad person. They're the one with issues and probably esteem issues and poor confidence. They're the ones with the issues. No. You have to be bigger than that. Look beyond them. Do you. Free yourself. Mentally, emotionally, physically. You're free. This is how you get that strength. You got to have strength, though. Strength. Okay? Manifest it, if nothing else. Well, I just wanted to share that with you all today on this lovely day. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to share this video if you know, if not yourself, someone else is dealing with this, okay? You never know, you may give them a boost of strength. All right, that is all for now, my loves. Until next time.